welcome back to the channel. Um, just going to talk about the Terminator Survivors. The latest upcoming Terminator game was meant to be coming out. Well, I don't know when it was supposed to be coming out because there's been no official release date. But from what I've heard, that it's there's been more delays. I mean, that could be for a number of reasons. That could be for they're still just trying to put some final touches to the game. It could be that they've wanted to stop and redo certain parts of the game and make some tweaks and stuff, and maybe. But we're going to check out this video called Terminator Survivors: Shocking Update Delay plus Multiplayer Cancelled. So, where are we? So so we can check out this and see if we can get a bit more detail as to what's going on, because it's sad, because when I first saw that there was going to be like a new Terminator game, it's totally different from the Terminator Resistance, which is like a first person shooter basically, and which was a great game. I really enjoyed it, but this Terminator Survivors was more like an open world kind of game, and it's more focused on like more of the stealth aspect, rather than your running gun first person shooter like Resistance. But this one, and I had, I have to say I did have high hopes for it, because it's kind of like sort of thing that I actually wanted in Terminator Resistance, because it's like you're being hunted by the Terminator, the T-800 Terminator. I think from the last video that I checked out a few months ago, nearly a year ago, and it was going to be like what's it yeah, for like it's an open world game, so survivors, and you basically are got to try and hide and sneak like and stealth your way, trying to get away from the T-800 rather than trying to take it head on like you did in Resistance. Because Resistance was your first person shooter, and it just for some reason it just felt that although Terminator Resistance was a great game, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it from beginning to end, but the thing was, it didn't really have like a stealth element. There was a portion of Terminator Resistance where there was a bit of a stealth element where you can just sneak through the hospital and without getting detected by the T-800 Terminator machines. But that was about it. The rest of it was just run and gun. And it got to the point where it started feeling like, especially when you get like bigger weapons and more powerful weapons and stuff, it just felt like I was becoming more powerful and stronger than the machines, the Terminator machines, and that's really just not really my vibe, really, in terms of like I like the stealth aspect. I like the tension that gives you. I like the feeling of feeling sort of kind of helpless in a way. So we got these big powerful Terminator machines, and 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 I'm not, and we're just humans, and we got to try and escape, and we got to try and survive these machines. And No, I just, I just, well, no, I wanted a more like stealth approach, or there's like a choice of the type of gameplay I like. I do like first-person shooters. I do like them to a degree, but also like stealth. And when I first heard about Terminator Survivors, and it's going to be more of an open world and to have that sort of stealth element to it, and what have you. And you've been hunted by the T-800 machine, that's basically totally indestructible. That's what I was. That's what I. No, I was really excited about that because that's the sort of thing that I wanted. That's the sort of thing that I want. But anyway, we're going to check out this video and see if we can get some more. See if we can find out any more information and about what's going on with Terminator Survivors. So yeah, so let's check this out.
And welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to dive into some big news about Terminator Survivors, the upcoming open world survival game from Nason Studio Milan, or Nason. I never understood how to pronounce that one. And I'm sad to say it's a mix of progress and disappointment, which is unfortunate because I was really looking forward to this game. It fits right into my wheelhouse of post-apocalyptic survival.
That's just showing the trailer. Yeah. Well, which to be honest, it wasn't really much of a trailer because it didn't really show anything. They just showed these two guys and then a T-800. That's about it.
And I was really on a massive Terminator bend recently shaping up for this game.
No, I'm a big Terminator fan. You know, Resistance, I really loved, and also the Terminator movie franchise. Well, Terminator 2, 1 and 2 were the best Terminator. Everything after that, it just kind of just went a bit downhill, didn't it? You know, but we're not here to talk about the movies. We're here about the games.
And I was really on a massive Terminator bend recently shaping up for this game. So as 2025 wraps up, the creative director on the game, Marco Ponte, shared a candid update with fans. He thanked the community for sticking around during the silence, but confirmed what many have feared. Terminator Survivors has been delayed indefinitely. There's no release date, and there's going to be no early access either.
Yeah, but there could be a reason for that. To say it's been delayed indefinitely. I mean, there could be a reason for that. There could be because there's things there that they feel is not going to work, and they're trying to take that out and tweak it and just make improvements. Maybe they're just trying to get the game, you know, oh, you know what I mean? They're just trying to, they're just trying to get the game, perfect. So there may be things that they felt that wasn't going to work, and maybe they're trying to working on. Maybe they're going to work on that, but like get rid of the things in within the game that don't work, and just basically redo it to make the game run and smooth and work perfectly. Maybe there's just elements in the game that they feel that's not a good idea, and they just feel that there's just things that need changing.
It's just a promise that when it does arrive, it will be a complete, polished experience. But one of the biggest changes, one that might disappoint fans, the game is now single player only.
Well, I'm not bothered about that. If it's single player only, I'm fine with that. I'm not really much of a multiplayer gamer anyway, so I prefer single player. That's actually what I like. I like single player like campaigns. I love that. I think it's just I don't know. It's just.
Originally, it was pitched with co-op elements, but the team has decided to strip multiplayer entirely. After months of testing and feedback, they've concluded that focusing on a solo journey better captures this bleak, uncompromising.
I'm not sorry about that. About the dropping the multiplayer aspect. I'm not a fan of multiplayer, like I just said, but I'm not sorry about that.
They've concluded that focusing on a solo journey better captures this bleak, uncompromising vision of the Terminator universe. Now here's what that means for gameplay. You're going to step into the shoes of the survivors in the aftermath of Judgment Day. Every machine in the open world is going to be a lethal threat. So you see a T-800's glowing red eyes on the horizon, you're going to want to run, hide or fight and make that decision very quickly. You get to scavenge, you get to resource collect, you get to resist Sky.
Yeah, that's always the way in open world games. Scavenge, collect resources. That's always been the way, even with the Tomb Raider open world games, Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain, and there's so on many open world games like. Collect resources. Got to collect resources. I don't know what. That's one of the things that I don't really like doing because it's just so tedious and just takes up so much time. But yeah, I get it. I get it. You're surviving off the land, and what have you. While being hunted by big machines. Okay.
Very quickly. You get to scavenge, you get to resource collect, you get to resist Skynet's early prototypes, and you get to build up the resistance from the ground up. And we know these concepts from the film universe very nicely. Now, whilst that delay obviously hurts, there is something of a silver lining. The studio in Milan plans to host closed playtests under NDA as the launch window gets closer. We just don't know when that launch window is going to be. Fans can already sign up on Steam to help shape the game's future. And you best believe I am going straight over there after making this video to sign up. I really want a piece of this. Recent previews do suggest that the team is doubling down on the atmosphere. We can expect a desolate open world, survival mechanics that you would expect like resource scarcity, and narrative beats that lean heavily into the desperation of humanity's early fight against Skynet. If you've seen any Terminator films over the last 30, 40 years, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Think less power fantasy, more survival horror with that Terminator twist that we're all waiting for.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what I want, because it's kind of like a horror film, but with machines and not poltergeists and monsters and stuff. But the T-800s Terminators, they are a formidable force, and they are scary. They are scary. There's no two ways about it. You see that big metal tin can with the glowing red eyes. Oh yeah, you want to be going the opposite way. Do you know what I mean? Without it spotting you.
Think less power fantasy, more survival horror with that Terminator twist that we're all waiting for. So, what do you think? Is a single-player Terminator survival game the right move, or did cutting co-op take away just too much from the concept? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.
Okay, so I don't think cutting the co-op will ruin the experience of the Terminator experience. But what they haven't said was whether it's not that I've noticed. They said whether it's going to be a third person perspective or it's first person. I'm kind of hoping it's third person because I'm just because we had first person with resistance, Terminator resistance, and okay though that it works and it's great, but I'm more of a fan of the third person perspective more than anything. So anyway, well, what's your thoughts? Are you you're a fan of the Terminator the games? Do you want let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because I really want this game to come to full fruition and actually and be released, and so we get a chance to actually to play it in the whole new Terminator experience in a completely different environment, open world environment, the stealth aspect to it, which I'm really excited for, and it's not just it just being a Terminator game. I love Terminator, but also the fact that you get the choice to play in a more stealthy, more covert approach, which I think is just incredible. So no, I'm a big fan of stealth games. I just want a Splinter Cell remake to come out. God, what's going on with that? Come on, Ubisoft, pull your finger out, sort it out. But anyway, that might be something another topic that I'll discuss in a later video. Um, but yeah, about the Splinter Cell remake, and what's going on with that. But that'll be in the next video. But yeah, I like to see more. I like to, like I say, I want to see this game come to a more full there. I can't even talk now. The more full fruition. I want to see this game come out, released, and so we get a chance to play even just a demo on the PS5 and well all platforms. It'd be a demo to give us an idea of what the game's going to be like, and see where we stand. Whether we actually like it or not, if it's a game that we actually want to go out and buy. So anyway, that's all from me for now. And yeah, so to the next one, guys. Be safe, be healthy. Catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.